Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Fragments of Memory one more again. I just been thinking a lot lately. Well, I've been thinking, why are we so fearful? Why are we so paranoid? Have you ever really thought about that? Why are we so afraid of being rejected by someone that we love or lust after? Why are we so afraid of letting people see the real us? This is something that I think about often. And then again, do we know the real us? Do I know who I truly am, or do I just put on a front, or do I play a role? Another thing I like to think about, or at least put the thought out to you all, is are we in are we in a certain job or a certain religion simply because it's convenient or it gives us a prestige or it boosts our ego, or is it because there is true spiritual belief or true spiritual clarity there? These are things we need to really ask ourselves. Are my intentions 100% pure in what I do? We just really got to sit down and face those unpleasant questions and sometimes get some unpleasant answers. What do you want out of life? What do you not want out of life? Because sometimes we don't know what we want, but we sure as heck can tell you what we don't want. I go through this every day when I'm at work. I work in an ice cream shop for right now. And one of the things I notice is the people will come in, see all of our flavors, all of our choices, and just be so overwhelmed. You say, "Hey, ma'am, good morning. What can I get you today?" And they'll look and say, "Oh, I need to make a decision." And they'll just stand there staring at the menu. And you offer suggestions, and they just sort of keep telling you, I don't like this. No, I don't like that." And we can, in an instant, tell you what we don't want, but we really can't tell you what we want. At least I know I'm guilty of that. So why can't we tell people what we want, but we can sure enough go, "I don't want that." Is not knowing, or excuse me, is what you don't want a key to finding out what you really do want? Some things you really need to ponder, things that make you stroke your chin and just kind of go, And I think the problem is we as people aren't really as introspective as we can be. We're not really introspective. We're very surface level. We're very shallow. We're very superficial. We need to know what lies in the deep. We still on that top part of the lake. We're not deep in the ocean. We're not getting down there, and I think we should. So just think about that. Like, what do I want to do with my life? And I don't mean for a paycheck, because I think the educational system has aided and abetted this whole idea of get a good education so you won't have to get a so-called menial job. Get a good education so you won't have to flip burgers and not get paid very much. The bottom line doesn't seem to be enriching you as a thinking human being or as a full, complete, well-rounded person, but to make you a good employee. So, am I doing things on this earth just to be a good employee, to collect the check so I can get some benefits so I can feed my family? Or is there something else? What am I here to do? What am I here to bring to the world? Because I believe we do have a purpose. What am I here to do? That's something you should really sit down and think. And I know that I definitely go through that a whole lot these days. What am I here to do? What are you here to do? And I really want you to just think about that. So, YouTube, we can't always be surface and superficial. I mean, don't be so serious that you navel gazing every 5 seconds, but sometimes you gotta get introspective. Sometimes you gotta go in your mind and find out what's up in there. And if it's some unpleasant stuff, find out what's up. Get to the heart of it, get to the bottom of it. Sometimes that's hard and sometimes it's gonna be painful, but it's there. Well, hey, just throwing out some questions here. And merely rambling. So if you see this video, let me know what you think. And if you have an opinion to agree, disagree, or just a counterpoint or whatever, just give it to me, because I would like to hear from those that may or may not be listening to this. Peace.